Hey everyone, Robbie here, and today we're going to answer a question that I hear all the time, and that's, is the cost of flight training really worth it? Let me start by saying that there are a lot of opinions out there on this subject, so make sure that you don't just take my word for it. I'm going to give you my opinion, but you need to make sure that you go out, do your research, and find out if this is right for you. So one of the big reasons why we wanted to do this video for you was because we actually get some feedback sometimes from people saying that they don't understand why we don't kind of oversell our program more than what we do. And the reality is that while we know that we are a great option for aviation, we know that we're not the only option. We also know that flying is not for everybody. And so we want to just give you the information and make sure that you are making the right choice for you. One of the things that can be really difficult about trying to figure out if it's worthwhile or not for you is the vast difference in cost. Because you have everything from a private mom and pop flight school all the way to a big university flight school. You can see costs anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 to get you through your commercial labs, all the way through $250,000 plus to get you all the way through CFII with degrees and all kinds of extra hours and add-ons and everything like that. So it's really important to make sure that you do your research, talk to a lot of pilots, find out which one's going to work best for you. So one thing that you really want to consider when looking at whether the costs are worth it or not to go to flight school is the ROI, or return on investment. Now, return on investment tells us how much money are we going to make off of every dollar that we spend on our education. What's really cool is that right now, pilots' return on investment compared to doctors and lawyers is pretty similar. That should give you a lot of confidence in knowing that there are a lot of great career options out there with high-paying jobs once you get done. So paying off loans is actually much easier than it might seem. So another really important thing you want to look at is what the average salaries are within the industry. So right now, as of today, if you look on salary.com, they say that the average helicopter pilot salary is $99,000 and that the average large jet captain is making $141,000 per year. So those salaries tell us that you're never going to be rich, but you're going to make a really good living. And that actually brings me to my next point, which is that pilots don't become pilots because they want to make a ton of money. Like I just said, you're going to make a great living, you're going to be comfortable with your life, but pilots become pilots because they're passionate about aviation, about flying, and the jobs that they are doing. So an airplane pilot isn't necessarily looking at just the money. They love flying big jets. They love technology. They love flying around the world. They love walking down the terminal and talking to people about what it means to be a pilot. Helicopter pilots love chasing bad guys, fighting fires, rescuing people. Those are the reasons why pilots become pilots, because they have a passion for this industry and for what they do. Money is a very secondary or even third, fourth, fifth item for pilots. Something else that you can do to answer that question, whether it's worth it for you or not to go to flight school, is talk to pilots. Wherever you can, go find pilots and ask them the questions that you have. In my experience, the vast majority of them are going to tell you how much they love their job, how exciting it is, and they're going to give you tips about how to work your way up to becoming a pilot like they are. So in conclusion, is the cost of flight training really worth it? Well, that's not really something that I can fully answer. That's up to you to decide. That's for you to go out, do your research, and decide for yourself. And most importantly, decide, is this something that you have a passion for that you really, really want to do? So thanks for watching this video, and as always, like, subscribe so that you can see other awesome videos, and don't forget, never quit, never give up, fly it to the end.